Hello everyone, it is cooking time and it's time for some barbecue pizza. You need to heat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius, and the first thing we're going to do is make the dough. So we need 250 grams of wholemeal flour, and then we're going to do a teaspoon of yeast. You also need it says a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, but just a pinch is fine, and then a tablespoon of oil. And then you need 200 ml of warm water. So tip it all into a bowl and then mix well so it forms a nice soft dough. I've gone straight in with my hands, but it is quite sticky, so make sure you flour your hands first. So it should start to come together quite quickly to form some sort of dough, and you need to tip that onto a work surface, and then what we're going to do is put a little bit of flour onto that surface, and all that does again is just stops the dough from sticking to the surface. So sprinkle a little bit of flour on and then smooth it across your surface. And it says on the recipe to knead for about 10 minutes, and that's just so it starts to get nice and elastic and that yeast starts to work. So that's going to raise your dough a little bit. You push your hands into the dough and squash it and squeeze it, move it about lots just to get it nice and moving and all mixed together. And once it feels ready and like a soft dough, put your dough back in your bowl and cover with a tea towel. So now we're going to get all our vegetables ready to go on top of our pizza. So we've got peppers. I've cut the bottom of these ones, so I'm going to slice each edge of either side and then turn it so it's flat again and cut the last edge off. I'm going to do the same with the other one. And we've also got our mushrooms, so just chop those into fairly thin slices, because remember you want to lay them nice and flat on your pizza. Remember to watch your fingers as we get to these smaller vegetables. You also need to cut the cherry tomatoes into quarters. I've done mine in halves. This is actually good for little fingers, as tomatoes can roll around quite a lot. And you've also got your onion. So mix the barbecue sauce, which is 2 tablespoons worth, and the tomato puree, which is another 2 tablespoons worth, with 5 tablespoons of water. You can add a bit more or a bit less water if you want to make it the right consistency. It just means it's as thick or as thin as you like it on your pizza. Next we need to add some baking parchment onto our tray to make sure our pizza doesn't stick. Take your ready-made dough out from the bowl, and what you can do is you can press it into the base and up the size of the tin. So that's all I've done, is I've just stretched and pressed it into the size of the tin that I wanted. So next we need to use our spoon that we've already used and spread your dough with barbecue sauce mix. So now it's time to get your pizza ready. Scatter your vegetables over your pizza, so you make sure you get a bit of each and spread them out as much as you can, as you want all of your pizza to have toppings on. And then grate on your cheese on top, and then it just needs to bake for about 15 minutes. So we hope you enjoy it. This is another one we've tried out with Radiant at Cafe 1759 in Borden, at our Good Grub Club and our food academies. So enjoy, let me know how you get on, and I'd love to see some more pictures. I've seen a few already, but let me know. Thanks, bye bye.